Salah's new club. Will Real Madrid replace Vinicius with a Bayern Munich star? Jurgen Klopp returns to coach Real Madrid. A Premier League sensation. Sergio Ramos signs with Manchester United? All of this and more in today's episode. Mohamed Salah's situation at Liverpool has turned into a point of no return. After publicly criticizing the coach, Arne Slot, together with the management, made a tough decision. Salah has been officially suspended. He was not even included in the squad for the Champions League match against Inter. Against the backdrop of this, a rumor about Bayern Munich exploded, but Munich instantly refused. The reason is their own diamond, 17-year-old Lennart Karl. To give you an idea of the level, this guy broke Kylian Mbappe's record, becoming the youngest player in history to score in 3 consecutive Champions League matches. Bayern is betting on him, so there is no place for Salah there. The real option is Saudi Arabia, where 5 clubs are ready for anything. And, in my opinion, everything is obvious. Salah realized that he made a mistake by staying in the summer. There is no longer any motivation to play intense Premier League football. Slot benched him not for his beautiful eyes. Now Mo is simply melting the situation, demanding contract termination. The logic is simple. If he leaves for free, he will receive a simply cosmic sign-on bonus from the sheikhs. This is no longer football. This is pure business. Meanwhile, a financial storm is brewing in Madrid. The future of Vinicius Jr. is in big question. Real wants to extend the contract, valid until 2027. But the Brazilian's demands shocked Perez. Insiders report, Vinicius demands a salary that exceeds the salary of Kylian Mbappe himself. For Madrid, this is a red line. The club issued a tough ultimatum. If the agreement is not extended on adequate terms by 2026, Vinicius will be put up for transfer. No free exit, as other stars do. And the most interesting thing is that Real has already found a replacement. Forget about Haaland or Saka. According to Defensa Central, the priority target is Luis Diaz from Bayern. The Colombian, who only moved to Munich in the summer for 75 million, is having a fantastic season. 12 goals and 7 assists in 21 matches. Why him? Diaz bribed the scouts with his versatility. He plays luxuriously both as a winger and a centre-forward. This is exactly the hybrid striker that Madrid needs if Vinicius chooses money over the club. And now news that sounds like a Hollywood movie script. Sergio Ramos could finally end up in the Premier League at the age of 39. The legendary Spaniard officially confirmed that he is leaving the Mexican Monterrey at the end of December. His Mexican adventure is over, but he is not going to hang up his boots. And here, an insider from the Spanish cadena SER explodes. Manchester United has already made an official offer to the defender. The logic is simple. The defense of the Red Devils under the leadership of Ruben Amorim is bursting at the seams. 22 conceded goals in 15 matches. And the team urgently needs an leader who will restore order in the dressing room. Ramos, who even in Mexico scored 7 goals in 32 matches, is still in great shape. But there is one but. This transfer completely contradicts the new strategy of the Ineos owners, who want to rejuvenate the squad and get rid of age players like Casemiro or Maguire. Signing a player who turns 40 in March looks like a gesture of despair. Ramos himself admitted back in 2023 that he was one step away from moving to Man United in 2015, and still admires this club. So, maybe fate gives them a second chance? Or is it just a short-term patch on a leaky defense? And now let us switch to Madrid, where the chair under Xabi Alonso is not just wobbling, but burning. After the defeat to Manchester City 1-2, it seemed that the dismissal was inevitable. But, it seems, Florentino Perez decided to wait. As stated by Sky Deutschland journalist Patrick Berger, the bosses of Real gave Alonso one more, last chance. His fate will be decided by the next La Liga match against Alaves. The situation is critical. In the championship, the Los Blancos have won only 1 victory in 5 rounds, and are already 4 points behind Barcelona. And in the Champions League, things are even worse. Defeats to Liverpool and City have called into question the qualifications of the Basque, who was signed only last summer until 2028. But the most interesting thing is who can replace him. The British The Sun dropped a bomb. Jurgen Klopp is already preparing for a return. It is reported that the German has concluded a special agreement with RB Leipzig. According to it, Klopp can leave the post of head of global soccer at Red Bull early if he receives an offer specifically from Real. It seems Perez already has a ready plan B. If Alonso fails with Alaves, a German landing force may land at the Bernabeu. And now, let us move to London, where Chelsea again plans to spend crazy money to patch holes in the defense. The Blues scouts spent a lot of time in Germany and returned completely delighted with Leipzig defender Castello Lukeba. The club wants to formalize the transfer as early as January. Why such a rush? It is simple. In the summer, a clause of £70 million is activated in his contract. But now the Germans are ready to let him go cheaper for about £52 million. Liverpool and Man United are also watching, but Chelsea is acting the most aggressively. But this is not the only target. As reported by the Daily Mail, Brazilian Murillo from Nottingham Forest appeared on the radar of the aristocrats. The 23-year-old defender became a real discovery of the Premier League and has already received a call-up to the Brazilian national team. The asking price is over £55 million. But here there is a serious problem. The main competitor is Real Madrid, which is also looking for a centre-back. And finally, the signature Boehly style. Fabrizio Romano gives his "here we go." The ownership group Blueco won the race for the 16-year-old talent Mohamed Zongo. The guy was noticed at the U17 World Cup. And now a drama that breaks the heart. Neymar broke down. The star of Santos made a sensational confession. He was forced to turn to a psychologist because he simply could not cope with the pressure. This season became hell for him. Santos fought for survival, and Neymar, despite constant criticism from fans, played through unbearable pain to save his native club. And he did it. He pulled the team out of the relegation zone into the Copa Sudamericana. But the price turned out to be too high. Neymar frankly stated, "This time, they crossed the line. My emotional state fell to zero. I simply had no strength to get up by myself." He admitted that he had previously gone to therapy for self-development, but now it was a matter of salvation. Without the support of his family and partners, he would not have endured. Just think about it. Being in a state of deep psychological crisis and playing on injections, the 33-year-old Brazilian managed to score 11 goals and give 4 assists in 28 matches. He saved the club, but almost lost himself. And now, let us distract ourselves from transfers to big politics, where Gianni Infantino risks losing his chair. An official 8-page complaint was received by the FIFA Ethics Committee. The main accusation is that the FIFA president forgot about political neutrality because of his love for Donald Trump. The organization Fair Square cited 4 ironclad proofs of violations. First, Infantino publicly called for Trump to be given the Nobel Peace Prize. Second, he himself presented the US president with a strange FIFA Peace Prize. And the cherry on top is a video where Gianni thanks Trump for the invitation to a political rally before the inauguration. This is a direct violation of the 15th article of the Code of Ethics. Theoretically, the consequences can be catastrophic, from a solid fine to a complete ban on football activities. Of course, it is hard to believe that Infantino will be fired before the World Cup 2026 in the USA, but the reputational blow is simply crazy. Football has again been mixed with politics, and this can come back to haunt the entire FIFA leadership. And in conclusion, one more piece of news from Old Trafford, but now on the exit. It seems the patience of the Man United bosses has snapped. The Italian Gazzetta dello Sport reports, Roma has officially started negotiations on the transfer of Joshua Zirkzee. The Dutchman, who was signed in the summer as a great hope of the attack, failed miserably, only 1 goal for the entire season. The Romans offer a cunning option, a loan until the end of the season with a mandatory buyout for £30 million. This will allow Man United to recoup at least part of the money. The most interesting thing is that the 24-year-old forward himself allegedly wants to stay and fight for a place in the squad. But with the arrival of Amorim and rumours about new forwards, his chances look ghostly. Will he return to Serie A, where he was a star of Bologna? We will find out already in January. That's it for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Keep watching for more football action, and have a wonderful day.